Hello, my name is Spencer Christensen. I am the owner and CEO of Penguin Pest Control. And if you're listening to this, it's probably because you just barely got hired by Penguin. So first off, I understand that starting a new job is a stressful experience. And so I just wanted to start by saying welcome. Welcome to the Penguin team and welcome on board. Now, I've tried to start a company with a wholesome and an uplifting culture and environment. It's been my goal from the very inception of this company to create a place where people could work, where it was more than just a paycheck. Now, with that said, I totally get it. I know that the main reason why you're working for Penguin, and really the main reason why anybody works for any company, in almost all situations, is for a paycheck. I'm not oblivious to that fact. But with that said, I hope that Penguin provides to you more than a paycheck. I hope that in Penguin you find satisfaction and fulfillment. I hope that you find a sense of belonging and a sense of community. And I hope you can create relationships here that will last for a long time. And I hope that they're very positive and uplifting relationships. So with all that said, I want to introduce who we are at Penguin, and then I want to introduce what we do. So the best way to describe who we are is to describe our core values. As an organization, we have stated core values. They are can do, honesty, loyalty, strive for excellence, and respect. So basically what the core values are is it tries to describe as an organization who we are, or at least who we want to be, and the common values that we share as an organization. So with that said, let's talk about these really quick. I'm just going to briefly describe each one. Can do. Can do just says that within Penguin Pest Control, we have a culture where we're all going to work together with a positive attitude to achieve a common goal. So, with any job, there will be things that come up that kind of suck sometimes. I mean, there's going to be things that happen that are not ideal. You're going to be going throughout your perfect day, and then all of a sudden some monkey wrench is going to get thrown right in the middle of it. And I get that. That's just part of life. But what Can Do says is that when those things happen, when those unpleasant things come up that we have to deal with, that we're all going to have a can-do, positive, uplifting attitude. So that's Can Do. Honesty. What honesty means is that as a community, as a company, as an organization, as a group of people, we have decided that honesty is going to be a highly valued concept. And so within the organization, I've tried very hard to instill honesty within the culture. I want to be honest with you, and I want all of us to be honest with our customers. And I think that honesty should transcend and extend beyond just the organization. I think that honesty should be something that we strive for throughout our lives and in all aspects of our lives. Third, loyalty. So what loyalty means is that now that you've worked for Penguin, that you'll never do anything that will harm the organization. My family relies on Penguin Pest Control for their livelihood. And all of the other people here that work for Penguin Pest Control, they, along with their families, rely on Penguin Pest Control for their livelihood. So Penguin Pest Control provides my family to have enough food to eat, to have clothes to wear, and that same thing extends to everybody. And now that you work here, you rely, at least for a certain period of time, and I get it, you won't work for Penguin forever, nobody will, but for the here and now, you rely on Penguin for your livelihood. And someday when you leave the organization, your former colleagues, and hopefully still your friends, will rely will still be reliant upon Penguin for their livelihood and also for their children, their families, and stuff like that. And so basically what loyalty says is that while you're here and even after you're gone, that you'll never do anything that will harm the organization. That's the concept of that value. And strive for excellence. I think strive for excellence is a really cool concept. Basically what this means is that anything worth doing is worth doing well. In my life, I've had experiences where I've lost to death loved ones and friends. And from those experiences, I've learned that life is short and time is precious. And because of that, I feel strongly that anything worth doing in life is worth doing well. Now, with a job, you're probably going to dedicate a long period of time to the company. Now, it's possible that you might work for Penguin for a short period of time, maybe a few weeks or a few months, and then decide that it's not a good fit. And that happens, I understand it. But probably, more likely, you may end up dedicating years of your life to Penguin. And so while you're here, you're dedicating and committing so much time, it's worth doing well. And that's a concept that everybody together, everyone on the Penguin team, feels that way. That's a concept that I've tried to instill within the organization, that if you're going to do something, do it well. Respect. The concept of respect is basically the value that we feel collectively that all humans have value. And it doesn't matter what your political ideology is. It doesn't matter what your hobbies are, what your culture is. It doesn't matter what your belief system is or anything else. We believe that all humans have value. Now, obviously, we want to be respectful and polite to our customers. I mean, that would just be dumb to not be. But this concept says that beyond just the obvious, being kind and polite and respectful to our customers, that we should be kind and polite to everyone, regardless of whether they're a vendor, whether they're a customer, whether they're a work colleague, whether they're a manager or a subordinate. It doesn't matter. We have this common belief that we should have positive, wholesome relationships with everybody. So that's the concept there. The core values: can do, honesty, loyalty, strive for excellence, and respect. That describes who we are, or again, at least who we want to be. So with that said, now that you know who we are, I'd like to introduce to you what we do, which is our core focus. So we provide honest, effective, and safe pest control. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now you know who we are, our core values. You know what we do, which is our core focus. And with all that said, it's my hope that Penguin is a good fit for you. I hope that you're a good fit for Penguin. I hope that we can work together for a long time, and I hope that we have a very positive, uplifting, wholesome relationship while we do. Now, with that said, I understand you're not going to work for Penguin forever. Nobody will. Even if you make Penguin your career, at some point you'll retire. And so I hope that you stay on board for a long time, and I hope that you're a good fit. But whenever the time comes for you to leave and move on, whether it's moving on to bigger or better things or retiring or whatever, it's my hope and my dream that we maintain a positive relationship, even if we don't stay in contact. I hope that it's an amicable, professional, positive, uplifting relationship after you're here as well as when you're here. And that's not just lip service. In fact, at the very time that I'm making this video, just 2 days ago, I actually called up a guy that worked for Penguin a while ago, about a year ago or so, and then he quit. He moved on to, again, bigger and better things. And Penguin just wasn't for him. I get it. But anyways, he knew quite a bit about pools, and I knew that when we had conversations when he worked with me. And I had an issue where I needed somebody to come look at a pool. And so I gave him a call. He came out. He helped me. We worked together on it. It was really great to catch up with him. I hadn't seen him in a year or two, and it was just a really positive, uplifting experience. It was awesome. And I that's the goal that I have for everyone that comes and works for Penguin, is that we can have that with everybody, that while you're here, it's good. And then, someday when you move on to other things, that it'll be good also. So that's who we are. That's what we do. I look forward to building this dream, this organization together. And with that said, I want to mention just one other thing, and it's this concept. Work and your job is such a critical part of life, and people get so much fulfillment from their job. Obviously, there's other things in life that are also important: family, religion, hobbies. All those things are important, but there's this poem that says, "I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I woke and found that life was work. I worked and found that work was joy." And that concept is true. A lot of the fulfillment that I've had in my life has come from my job, from doing things, from working together with other people, yoked together in a common goal. And hopefully Penguin can provide you all those things. Again, I look forward to working with you, and that's all I've got.